was so this is in New Jack City. He was playing Anderson.
The light?
Yeah, the lights. In Anderson, they was jeweled down. I'm about to show you. They were hella jewelry. They was the ones selling the Anunnaki, the mighty ones, the drugs to keep them in the mines. Cause Nanderson's dad is Enlil, so Enlil will call him Nanderson like, yo, what, you remember them drugs I was talking about? The poppy seed plant? Yeah, I need you to go ahead and harvest all that, break that down, and give it to the mighty ones, man, to keep them stable in their mines. All right. So New Jack City is our new Jackal City. Now, anywhere the Anunnakis went, they made it anew. It was Jersey, but when Enki came here, it's now New Jersey. It was York, but when Enlil went to York, it's New York. Y'all follow me?
Yes.
All right. Now, that why New Jersey is called the Garden State because Enki was the serpent that was in the garden. He was a serpent. They called him a serpent because he was a geneticist. He dealt with the DNA strands, two serpents wrapped around each other.
Okay.
So he was called the serpent. And remember, Enlil's system will work you to death. Enki created the humans with the help of his sister, Ninhursag, which is Isis. And it was not just his sister, that was his wife. So that's how the Anunnaki did. They don't step outside their kingdom to reproduce. They will have sex with their sister and cousins. Ninhursag is Enlil's daughter. But Enlil is Ninhursag's brother. So that means Enlil has sex with his mom to create Ninhursag. And then Enki has sex with Ninhursag and create children. So they always bumping cheeks. They still do that. And then they tell us it's bad because they don't want us to keep our bloodline thick. So in our mind, we got this program. I would never in my life have sex with my sister. But the Anunnakis, it wasn't no sister, brother, and stuff. They was keeping their bloodline thick. And when they stepped out of their kingdom, they called it a concubine. Yep. When they stepped out, he was a half god. And Enki was slapping down his own creation. He created the Adams and the Eves, and he was having sex with them. All right. This is Enlil's son, Ninurta. Now Ninurta, he was a fly god. You feel me? He the one with the jets, the helicopters. His helicopter had machine rifles on them. He had his own ziggurat. He had the poppy seeds under control. He was the man on the block selling the drugs to the mighty ones. You see how he got the widow's peak? So he got reptilian in him. Okay? He was the son of Enlil and Ninhursag. Ninhursag is Isis. Isis had reptilian in her. Enlil had reptilian in him. So that's why he looked like that. Reptilians won't grow really a beard. All right? And this was his ziggurat. This is where it all went down. They in the basement with all the women in one room, butt naked, breaking down that coat. Yep. Now look, this is an attack. This is they find on the walls. These guys was wearing bust. That's why I wear it on my left wrist. Been doing this ever since they was wearing bust downs. Yup, these watches on the pic. Man, they was watch. They was hella jewelry. This Ninurta, he wore the helmet right here, the falcon helmet, or the eagle helmet. Look at his neck. Look at the jewelry in his neck. Look at his wrist. Lit. And the jewelry was like that.
Jewelry is not a new thing.
Nope.
Nothing new under the sun, they say.
Yeah.
Jewelry was from the chosen few. And then the kind of mutated version of us took it and called it jewelry. But it was gold and jewelry. It was for the chosen few. Oh, you got that bust down on left wrist. Now here's Anu holding the poppy seed plant, because the poppies, when they was harvesting this, breaking it down, they had everybody high. They had everybody stoned up. They had parties, and they was, you know how we go to parties nowadays, and we got it from the Anunnaki.
Wait, the poppy seed plant is cocaine, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I was making sure I was on the same page with you.
Look, they got another one holding in his hand. Right? Now, this is Marduk. This is Enki's first son. Marduk, he could not become the king of Anu because of what Enki did. What Enki did was, he seen Enlil working his creation to the death. So Enki came into the garden. It's called Garden of Eden. Garden of Eden means a place of lust, which means it was a cloning center. He went inside the cloners because lust is not love making. Lust is like test tube making. So he went to the cloning center. Now they was called Adaplas, right? The atoms. That's where they get the word atom from. Adapa. It was many atoms and it was many Eves. And in the cloning center, this atom could mate with this Eve because it would create the best slave. And since Enlil was working on the death like that, and it was Enki's creation, he had a passion for them. He said, all right, I'm gonna mess this system up then, since you don't want to keep them copacetic and keep them clean. So Enki, like a snake, a serpent sneaks into the garden. He whispers to one of the, he go to Eve's. He's like, yo, you ain't gotta have sex with this Adam. Bump cheeks with that Adam right there. Because remember, marriage is not a love making thing. Marriage is to bond you for slavery. So he was telling them, yo, they was tagged up. The red Adapa only had sex with the other red Adapa. So Enki went in there and messed up the gene pool. So when Enlil came into the cloning center, the Garden of Eden, he walk in, he see the bushes moving. He moving on, they bumping cheeks. There's a red tag and sex with a yellow tag. He's like, yo, what are y'all doing? Right? And he's like, who could have done this? It only could be my brother. Because he the only one got the keys to the garden. So Enlil calls his dad like, yo, Enki messed up the gene pool, and now we don't know what we about to get. And because Enki did that, he got kicked out of the Anunnaki Galactic Federation. He went exile, they kicked him out. You know, hit the lights now?
So, no, this is that, though, but